Welcome back everybody, I'm the Smithy D and today we're going to have a look at some mod farming. So if you didn't know already guys and girls, once you have completed level 3 of the mod battles you unlock mod challenges. So this completely changes the game because you're now able to farm 3.4. and a 5. mod. So at the time of this video there was currently no actual higher mods than the ones I've just mentioned. I believe when the raid does drop it's probably possibly this week that we're going to have some new mods. So I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't know how they're going to define of who gets what mod types in it. So it will be interesting to see because it may be that you may have to already unlock these kind of challenges. So please bear that in mind when you're going into the new raid. Check out my videos. If I do get that info I will let you know straight away so you can then start kind of opening up these challenges if you are wanting them sort of mods. What we've got here is health mods. Doesn't need to have any kind of like requirements in character wise. You just need to make sure that they're over 5-star and preferably they need to really be somewhat of geared so you can get through these challenges. You're best normally throwing your arena mods onto or using your arena team pretty much. The next one's Jedi only, so if you are wanting to do these defense mods you're going to need plus 5-star to get you 5. mods pretty much, and you know you're going to have somewhat of them able to complete the tiers. And you need to do it without them dying pretty much. Critical damage mods, one of my favourite is Jawas. Critical chance mods, Scoundrels. Then we've got Rebels for POTENCY. Then we've got First Order for offense mods. Potency mods, you need Empire. And last for speed mods, it is Resistance. So what speed mods? You're going to need some resistance. Can be, especially for free to play, Dolphins, maybe only Wales may have their full resistance team. The reason behind that is there's only actual 5 resistant characters in the game. That's right guys, currently 5 resistance. We may not see any more resistance until further on, till when episode 8 comes out, maybe next year. Who knows, they may drop a resistance, but the likelihood of them being free to play anytime soon is very low. Maybe they will release on a more kind of like big scale resistance trooper for everyone to farm. At the minute he is only farmable through guild shipments and also through hard nodes, so he can be quite difficult to acquire. Finn would be in your cantina, but is it worth it? That's totally down to yourself. It is a speed mod, you do require 4 of them. Potency, very good for Tebow, so if you got an Empire squad, I don't know how viable this old rank R raid is going to be now. We will find out more data on that because from my understanding and what I've seen they haven't actually mentioned any gear in this new raid, so it would be very disappointing if it wasn't dropping gear because I know there's a lot of guys out there and a lot of girls that still need this gear and still need it, and it would be very disappointing to see this kind of like split in guilds of one doing it, having to do this raid, another doing that, because it's then going to define of what people do in the arena. It's going to put that bigger gap if someone is able to then just go along and get all these mods, or what's it going to be. Hopefully we'll get some update and some clarification on that from EA of what is actually going on, because they haven't mentioned it, and nor has any data mine information mentioned any gear that I've came across. So let me know if you got any information below in the comments section. Fence mobs, yeah, they're pretty good, right? They're pretty decent. Yeah, First Order, yeah, so they're pretty much all farmable. You got Kylo. It's only, I believe, the Trooper again. That's going to be more of a grind. He's going to be even more of a grind than the Resistance. But offense mods, I haven't used them myself because I prefer kind of like the crit damage mods. I'm more of a critter. Intensity mods is very good for some FAQ, any characters that you want to stop getting stunned. I don't know what the ratio is at the moment in the game or how well it actually works. I do have some FAQ around about 77% and it does get stunned, so it's sometimes pretty disappointing to see that happening when you've got so much intensity on him. But hey, he's got like 47,000 like protection, so he can take a good beating, put it that way. Critical chance mods, I'm not really a fan of them. You know, I can get these on secondary. A lot of these are secondaries, which are probably going to be more than what the actual kind of like mod is. So critical damage all the way, and then yeah, you could probably have critical chance on that, or health, or some extra defense. But let's have a look. Critical damage mods, my favourite. I've got my Jawas for the new raid. So this was pretty much what's kind of defined a lot of the arena ranks as well, you know, especially if you've got someone that's in a shard, they've got the critical damage mods. Their output and damage is possibly going to be a lot higher, depending on the characters they're using, and it's definitely 100% really, really good to have. Defense mods, yeah, they're okay, maybe for like Royal Guard, maybe, but the problem being, do you put defense mods on Royal Guard or do you put HP on Royal Guard? It's both are good kind of like mods on there. Defense means that he's going to take less damage, but health means he's going to get more health. He has a lot of health already, so that 5% on there is going to be quite big, you know. And then you got health mods, just what it says on the tin, really. So, what would I farm? I've been farming a lot recently was critical damage mods. I made sure I got a lot of them. Got a lot of speed, put a lot of time into getting them. They were probably one of the first mods I went for. As soon as I could get the Jawa ready, that was it. I went for them straight away. I didn't really see the point in any of the others. I got my intensity mods for Sunfac and just potency mods for T-Bow, but depending on what the viability is, see how the Jawas play in the kind of new raid. It might be worth revisiting some more potency mods. I've got enough at the minute just to do T-Bow. I haven't really carried on farming anymore because I don't see the big point in it at the moment. If I do need to take them off and put on the Jawa, for example, then I'll take them off T-Bow straight away. Because if he doesn't look like he's going to be any viable in the new raid, but I could be wrong. But it'd be very unlikely that EA is going to allow us to use pretty much the same kind of squad lineup to then beast through it. I believe it's going to be completely different mechanic of the side of it. So, mod shop. Let's have a little quick look at the mod shop. Is it worth it? Hell no. Okay, this is a perfect example right here. Alright, let's have a look at this one. Okay, that's not too bad, but I can't justify myself paying this kind of crystals out for it, especially for this one. 2,000. I don't even know what's going to be on there. All I know is the protection. Never. This is one thing I've always learned as well, and all the things I go by in this game. I do not even level these. Sometimes maybe I'll level it to level 6, but you don't need to level it fully. Maybe you take it to level 6. It's going to show you pretty much what your base stats are going to be. It's the same as if you've got one of these. Let's have a look. Purple ones, for example. So what I can see so far, it's got potency, protection. Maybe I want the potency. I'm like, yeah, I want some potency. So I'm going to level it to level 6 to see how it gets on, how it develops. If it looks good, then I'll continue it, but I'm not going to waste like 500k of my credits. I'll show you in a second. I'll show you exactly what I do. And then maybe you can follow this. It's going to save you a lot of credits in the long run. I never ever bother with these. It's no point, to be honest. I don't know. Anybody ever got a decent mod when it's been bare like this when you've not known? I haven't. So to me, if there was that really, really low like lottery chance, I stay away from it. I'm not playing that mod game with these. You just don't get too much credits in these games to kind of waste your kind of funds. So let's like jump in to looking at some mods of what I've got. So I sell a lot of my mods. Right, so see here, for example, this one. So it's the bottom one here, where it's the critical damage data bus. The stats on that already for a level 1 is the offense, potency. So we're going to have a little upgrade. We're going to put this to level 6. It won't take too long to get to level 6. So I normally get to level 6. There. So that's pretty much how I'm going to find out what this mod does. I don't need to go any higher because there's not really going to be anything changed. I'm going to get the 4th one, but the 4th, if it was speed, for example, the speed might only be about 4. You know, it's very unlikely the speed's going to be about 15. You know, I've had some mods recently where they started off at something like 8, the speed, and then it went up to like 15. But that's how I normally do my mods up. You know, I don't do it in any different way. As you can see, I got level 10s, level 6s. Have a look at all these level 6s. Have a look. So this is I got protection on this one. I didn't see anything really. Yeah, that's the one we just did up. Okay, let's have the next one. So this protection, I went to level 6. I wasn't really amazed by the stats. I'm like, yeah. Same with this one. Same with this one. I went to 8 on this one. That's not too bad. Protection on the potency mod. Yeah, but I really wanted some speed. Like, this is alright, accuracy, speed, but it's 11 speed. I don't really want to do that up. This is a good one, critical chance, but it's unfortunately on a potency mod, which I can't really use. Maybe it would work for me when I put it on someone like Dancha. Probably really good for. You know, he's got potency and he's got some critical chance, because Dancha or Jawa, you know, they're going to hit quite hard. Let's have a look. So I've got crit avoidance. These are very good mods. Sorry, sorry, it's like 7:30 in the morning here. I'm just bringing these like this video because I want to get this out before the new raid comes out, so you're aware. Because even though with the new raid being there, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the mods that you need, the mods that you want. You know, and most of all, they could cost like $1 million to kind of do up, and then for the like 7-dot, it could do like $2 million. It could be something ridiculous. That it's probably going to be somewhere around about $750 for a 6-dot mod and $1 million for a 7-dot mod, something like that. So it is going to take us all a long time. Unless you're buying the credits, it's going to take a while to kind of get this done. So yeah, so pretty much we've got some more that are like level 1s. Let's have a look at these over here. I don't touch these, to be honest. I don't see the point in them. But that's me personally, you know. You may do it, or after this video you may change how you look at mods and not even bother with them. I just normally sell them, and to be honest, I don't even bother with them, because ones I have done up just seem to have some real weak ratio of what their stats are done up. I find that the gold ones are the best ones. They have the real kind of like increases on them. So when they come out gold, it's obviously that's the rarest ones there are. Following that, then you've got your purples, I think it is, and then blues, and then I think it then goes green after that. So that's like the rare tree of how they come out, and these like light sky blue crayon colours are the non-rares, and you can't really see the stats, so you're always best going to level 6, see how it kind of turns out, what kind of like ratio you're getting on the stats you've already got there. If you like them, or you think, then you take a look higher until you can see the rest of the stats. But the better the mod colour, the more you're actually going to see on there. So I hope this video has helped you understand mods a little bit more, because there is that certain mystery that everybody may, you know, every person that gets one of these mods may just boom, whack their credits into there. They're not have any credits for when they come across a decent one. So bear that in mind, and always think, you know, you can go to level 6 and you can see how this mod's going to kind of start to turn out. So if it starts with speed at like 10, and then you're getting some more speed, then definitely do that up. But that's one way of really looking into it. Speed itself, secondaries are quite rare. They don't drop often. You know, you firstly got to get a mod that's green or above. You know, the higher the colour, the better the ratio of the turnout. So these are the mods, and these are the actual primaries you got on here. So there's a picture here. Instead of me going over them, I thought I'd just leave it here. So if you do need to screenshot this, or come back to it later in the video, you can actually have a look. Also as well, you may be able to find this on the forums, but it's definitely great to find out what your primaries can be on each one, so you can really kind of plan ahead with your mods. Thank you very much for watching my video today. If you've got any questions, please put in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you straight away on them. If you haven't already subscribed to my videos, please do. And if you like this video, drop a like.